on Facebook in my private group. Okay, perfect. All this technology. So I see that we're live. All is well. Amazing. Just want to take a few breaths together first into this incredible day. Lionsgate portal, literally like such a strong portal of light, of our future possibilities, of activations. So I want to welcome you here. And as you arrive, just really shapeshift into this moment and being here in the now, in your body, present with your breath. So let's take a few breaths together as we all arrive into this space here. Breathing in and out. Calling yourself back in here. Hello, hello. Yay. Okay. Awesome. I'm so excited. I haven't been here in a long time. So really, really excited to be here in our private group. And as you're breathing, really eliminating all the distractions, maybe closing some of the other tabs or just allowing yourself this ceremony, this moment to be present and to receive these light codes that we're basking in today of the Lion's Gate. So breathing and calling all of yourself in physically, energetically, mentally, spiritually, sexually, on all levels. I am here. I am here. I am present. And feel into your body. I've got a lot of stuff for you. I'm going to keep it to the minimum 3 aspects that I really want to address for today. I know you're probably getting a lot of information that we're seeing about the Lion's Gate, but I do want to really address the energy of this portal of abundance. So that's number 1. The second one is how to navigate and manifest this abundance through feminine and masculine energetics, which we both have. We all have them. We have them within us. We have them in all of creation of all life. And then the third piece that we're going to wrap up with is an actual meditation activation, really dropping and activating these light codes in us. So call yourself in, present in the here and now as much as you can through breath, maybe sound, releasing through sighs, kind of like a line, exhaling it out, letting go, whatever fluff, stuff, and all of the information that we are basking in. So letting go of any thoughts, any resistance, any fears, any information from the outside realms that is not connected with your heart and your true purpose. So, all right, yay. So keep on breathing as I'm going to be talking, and always when I connect, it's on multiple dimensions. So you are receiving words, but they're also energetic. You're perceiving energy, receiving energy, and see how that travels and really moves in your own body, because ultimately it's your experience and only you know what's right for you. So as we're activating this sovereignty, this personal freedom and expansion for ourselves, I feel like it's always important for us to understand the signs and the cues that are yeses to use, that are not external but internal. Yeah. So we just got back from the pyramids of Teotihuacan a few days ago. I just landed on Friday, so I'm still fresh in this energy. And last night, the energetics of those sacred temples were so alive with me. This morning, I was waking up and this energy is like this pulsing, like a big volcano for me to share. So I'm like, I'm going to be sharing with my community. I love that. So yeah, whether you're familiar with that space of Teotihuacan or not, but it's also portrayed and expressed in the book, The Four Agreements, which is really a book of personal freedom. And I think it's so palpable right now as we are in this era of the age of Aquarius and individuality, personal freedom. So it doesn't have to look like anybody else. We can be inspired by other people. But ultimately, we're questing into this big, big, full body. Yes, what does that feel like and look like for you? Nobody else but you. And it takes, eons and years of unpacking and unraveling all the conditioning that we came here with as humans through our upbringing, right? Culturally and with our parents, school systems, society, religion. There are so many layers and masks that we end up wearing. And very rarely do we get to really question, is this right for me? Right? And where did that come from? Where did that belief come from that we're operating from? Hello, goddesses. Hello, beautiful humans. Julie. Hi, Priya. Hi, Elrak. Hello. Welcome, welcome. So I'm just inviting you to get into your body, your breath, and settle in. So talking about energetics of creation, of this portal of abundance and of love, because to me, those two energies are really, really the same. They're very similar. It's about receiving love and giving love. And abundance is also the same way. It has that quality of receptivity and of giving and offering. And whenever they're out of balance, that's when we get a little short circuited. The energy doesn't move as smoothly as it could because we're either over giving and not getting enough, or we're getting, and maybe we're not getting the right amount or from the right source. So the first one that I'm really stirring up is like dropping into that big sacred yes of what is it that you're calling in? Like imagine yourself as if you were standing in these portals of golden doorways, beautiful, beautiful, high vibrational portal of lights. And you're ready. And what is it that you're saying yes to? What can you see for yourself on that horizon? Like what lights up your heart, your body, your mind, your sex body on fire that you're like, yes, I'm so ready for this. So the more clear we can get on that vision and seeing it on different levels, the more likely we are to then have it in our life, right? Because it's clarity, and clarity is really powerful. And this is where we're also going to go into the energetics of masculine and feminine shortly, because the feminine is that creative, intuitive force of nature. And then when we can like capture the vision, kind of like a dream catcher, right? Like feel into the feelings, the colors, the expressions of that. How does it sound like, taste like, feels like in your body? And then utilizing, shape-shifting into the masculine energetics, which we all have, regardless the gender or orientation, we all have that. And when we shift into the masculine energetics, this is when we can actually start orchestrating and playing them out in our physical dimension, right? In the body, moving forward, putting one foot in front of the other, using your voice also is really for your desires, your boundaries, your fuck yeses, like all of that is so sacred. So masculine and feminine energetics come really into play. But first, the energy of abundance, right? Like we all want abundance. We all want to live in prosperity. And nature in itself, like if you look out in nature right now, if you have a moment to look out your window and see a piece of nature somewhere. I'm sitting and facing the big mountains of Lake Tahoe here, and I have the different trees and flowers of lavender, and I have a rose here from my garden that I picked yesterday, and they still smell like wild roses. So when you look into nature itself, or a body of water, mountains, there is a great sense of abundance. There is diversity. There is diversity in colors and shapes and forms. And there's a great abundance right in front of our eyes. So if we can perceive and really see abundance in life itself already, the more we are to recognize that abundance is also in here within us, because you are nature, right? We have the four elements of nature. You are air, you are water, you are fire, you are ether, right? You're all of that. So the more we can see that externally in nature, all around us, the more likely we're also to feel that energetics of prosperity, of abundance within us, and recognize that it's not separate from you. It's not like you just want certain things or an amount of money to come in. It's already here within you. So the very first thing that I want to address is the energy that abundance is everywhere, and it starts within you, like opening up that internal eye to see and perceive abundance, that you're looking in a mirror actually. So the law of gratitude, right? The attitude of gratitude comes in. So what abundant things can you be grateful for right now, every day, and in this moment, that will tell God, creator, universe, that you're recognizing abundance already. It's all around you. And there's this very simple exercise I do every night, is simply state 3 things that I'm grateful for from the day. We do a lot of things during the day. We're very much in that doing realm very often. But when we turn on that abundance energy, we get to actually feel the abundance. And it's not just being abundant for our bank accounts or the financial things that are coming in. Oh, I love that. Yeah, put it in the chat. What are you grateful for right now in this moment in your life? All right, I love that. Yes, because you can turn on and open those eyes and see with the eyes of love, gratitude, abundance right in this moment. Like, I'm so grateful that I have this rose, that I'm able to have this connection and speak to you here. And I'm so grateful for the house that I have right now, because I was homeless a few months ago. So I'm so freaking grateful. So what are 3 things that you can be grateful for right now? Recognizing that. And again, on different aspects, some of it could be material, right? Having a house, having a safe shelter household is one of our basic necessary needs that we have as humans. So, and then we progress into community, relationships, love, vocation in the world, right? What do we get to exchange and serve? So, you know, being grateful for the simplest things like the sunset and the sunrise, things that are free, and then unpacking them and seeing that with the eyes of gratitude. That's the first law of abundance and principle of abundance. Because if we're always in lack, and all we're asking for more, we're like that hungry wolf, it's never going to be enough. So if what you have right now is not enough, more is never going to do it, right? I'll say this again. If what you have right now in your life does not feel like that's enough, more is never going to be enough, okay? So I really invite us to cultivate this principle of abundance is everywhere. The moment you wake up, your feet touch the ground, I'm grateful that I'm healthy, my body's moving, and I get a new day with new possibility, whatever it is, right? So doing this morning and evening gratitude practice have shifted my personal experience with abundance and really feeling that and cultivating that in my life. So that's the basic principle, because if we don't have that, we can't really create and have more of that. Same thing for love, right? Same thing for love. So then we are going to shift, and this is the message that I strongly got. And the second piece is to share with you the principles of the Lion's Gate and the principles of feminine and masculine energetics. And if we look at the Lion's Gate, right, it's the number 8, right? And astrologically, like it's Earth is in alignment with Sirius, which for the Egyptians really signified the prosperity of the Nile. When there were dry seasons and it wasn't prospering, then that alignment really signified that abundance is coming, you know, prosperity is on the way. So us too, we have that like full on astrological alignment. And the portal has been open for a few weeks now, and it's going to be open till the next, like, thank you, moon, or something, but until like at least Monday next week. So we've been in this portal of this activation for the last, I would say, 3 weeks now. But today is also the day of the 8th. And if you flip the 8, right, in Buddhism, it's also very significant and signifies infinity. So if you flip it on the side, it has this the infinity sign. And if you feel into that, the infinity sign, it's a continuous flow of energy of life itself. It comes and it goes, right? The day follows night, masculine and feminine, container and flow, right? Flow and structure. So if we do too much of one thing, if we're only in masculine energy of do, with a false belief of maybe one day I'll be able to relax and have fun and go on vacation somewhere and feel and be happy, we are pushing it. We're not in this harmony. That's not a universal principle of nature. We are in some kind of a distorted version of that. So if we're exercising one principle or the other too much, we're just cutting through that flow. So it's got to be that equilibrium. It's got to be a play and a dance with life itself, right? We want to be in feminine as much as, we also want to discover our masculine. We want to have structures and routines and habits in our life, right? Right now we're entering September time. So with the embodied feminine community, we have a program. It's called the Sacred Spiral, where you get to walk the entire season in these energetics and principles of nature. So we're entering this era where, it's also on the pagan calendar, September. This is the back to school kind of time, right? The time of harvest. We also just entered the first season of that early harvest that they call a few days ago, and then fall equinox. That's what we're really looking at, the harvest of our summer, harvest of the first half of the year. Like, how are things working out? Do you like it? What can we adjust, right? It's never a judgment of wrong or right, but it's always an opportunity to tweak things, right? To make things a little better, a little smoother, a lot more funner, a lot more joyful. So maybe that's where we look at the harmony in between. Am I doing too much and not doing enough self-care? Am I, not pouring into myself enough and only giving? Or is the exchange not, reciprocal somewhere? So we'll look at different things in September, in the fall, and look at those dynamics. But it is the time for us to really quest into the vision of the next 6 months, right? Of the next season of our life, right? What are we saying yes to? What are you calling in at that portal? A lot of times when I work with people and I hear a lot of different stories and experiences and hardships, really, very often, unfortunately, we are human. So we are very stuck, and we're in our stories. We are in the dynamics of why things are not working. And the more we can really concentrate on what is it that I'm calling in, what is it that you want, that's the energy that's really, really important right now, is to really stand on that portals, on the windows, the portals that are opening into a new horizon. And the question is, what do you really, really want? Like, if everything is available, things are possible. And yes, they're possible for all of us, but not all of us are going to do it, because it requires a different set of skills, mindset, heart set, emotions. And it has to be a sacred yes inside here first, right? It's not out there with strategies and how to do things, but the real light that needs to be turned on is inside ourselves first. Because if you don't believe in something, how is it going to be manifested on the outside? Very often we are the ones that are self-sabotaging our own greatness, our own success. So it takes a lot of rewiring of those beliefs. So the question, and at the end, that's why I want to do this activation of the vision for us is to really understand what is it that you want. What is it that's calling you forward? And then the whole point in the fall, what we do when we're questing into the vision and the roadmap and the mindset is really to orchestrate that we're pouring in more energy into our yes, into our vision, into that what lights you up versus dealing with the old stuff that's not working, right? And again, it's a big, big shift. It's a what's the word I'm looking for here? Um, it's a leveling up, right? It's a quantum shift that needs to happen sometimes. That we need to level up to a whole different level of seeing the world, seeing our life in a different way, in a way of possibility, in a way that life supports me. I trust life. It's happening for me. There are amazing humans here in my life versus there are naysayers, life is not working out, like all that stuff. I'm not saying that it's not happening. It is happening. I live in this world as well. I live in a big city with casinos where energies get really wonky sometimes. There's a lot of drinking here in the city. There's a big drug problem in the city. I see it. I feel it. When I walk on the streets, I walk into spaces with people in the elevator. You feel it. You see it. So it's not like I'm closing my eyes on what's happening in this world, but it's a conscious choice that every day the light goes on inside here and in my heart, where I choose to see and invest my energy and vision and actions and thoughts in a different way, right? So that is the whole energy of fall that we're going to be going into. And actually next week, if you like, on the new moon, I'm going to be doing a very special class on manifesting in this new moon energy, but also seeing the whole 4-pillar cyclical calendar and how to live closer with nature, how to tap into the nature within you and the fire within you first, and then allowing more trust, allowing the right people to come in and support you. Because another thing is, we're not meant to live alone in this world. This is, a very cultural, societal dream spell that has been, again, pushed upon us. We're very tribal. And the Aquarian age is also about grassroots. It's about building our communities, aligning yourself with people that are supporting you, that see you for your highest good, right? So we're also very tribal and need to surround ourselves with that. So I'm going to post the invitation for that somewhere in the comments here, but it's happening next week on the 16th. So once you have your big yes in your portal, in this portal of possibilities, of opportunities, then really seeing, feeling into the qualities first. So inviting you really to dive more into the feminine energetics first, right? Feminine is the energy of creation herself, right? Even before the baby starts to form in the womb, there's an energy, the soul comes in first. There's a vibrational quality to it first, right? Everything starts with particles of light and energy and frequency first. A lot of quantum physics language on you, but energy first, right? And then when we can tangibly feel it, see it's morphing into something, then again, with that infinity pool, we want to bring and call more on the masculine energetics, on now implementing and sharing that vision, that creation in the world, whether it looks like a harmonious, loving relationship that we're calling in, right? We can dream it, we can feel it, we can almost taste it in our mouth, but then how are we implementing that in the world? So utilizing again our voice, start speaking those things, say the things that you want to have, that you don't want to have, say it out loud, right? And see how they manifest themselves. That's when we start to co-create together that vision forward. If you are birthing a sacred business out forward, again, it's not just going to happen by, burning incense and reciting affirmations all day and night. We need to walk out in the world one foot in front of the other, right? And then seeing how does that land? What's received well, receiving constructive feedback, and tweaking that. So we keep on going through this energy of masculine and feminine, right? And on a greater scale too, even with our businesses, it's like there's a lot of this internal work that we need to do first. As entrepreneurs, very often our business will only grow to the extent that we do, right? So we need to grow internally. It's very feminine energy as well. Like, what do I really believe about myself, about my skills, my abilities? Do I trust myself? Do I trust life? The biggest work we do sometimes in, again, the sacred spiral, we do the mindset work and the healing work. We do a lot of inner child work. If you don't believe in your stuff, in yourself, then who will? Right? So again, I think this whole life very often is about loving ourselves. Really, everything that happens is such a powerful reflection of an opportunity to love ourselves better. So let me know how you're receiving this, what's coming through. Breathe it all in. Let's take a big breath in and a big breath out. All right, so just a little recap. We're talking about Lionsgate, about this bright portal of light, of manifestation into abundance and into love. And the second principle, first thing that I addressed, is that we need to see with eyes of love and eyes of gratitude first for everything, for life herself to deliver us more. We need to be grateful for what we have. It's so much funner to be with grateful people. The second thing I addressed is masculine, feminine energetics. That is that number 8, when you flip it to the side, that's the infinity sign. So I'll just invite you to watch, be curious, go out in life and just start looking at these dualities that are playing out everywhere, right? If you are thirsty and you want to have some water with electrolyte, right? I got to put this water, which is liquid, feminine form. I need a container to put it in. If not, it's going to slip right through my fingers, right? So we need structure and flow. And we can drink. Right. So start watching these principles everywhere. There's flow, structure, masculine, feminine, day, night, yin, yang, in everything in life. So that's the second principle. And the last principle I want to share with you is not even a principle. It's really that activation, meditation into this portal. And that's really personal to you, what you are going to receive and perceive. So again, as we're stirring up this space, find your breath, really breathe into your body, all the way into your root, all the way into the heart. And as we're going to be going into this activation, which I'm going to keep under 7 minutes or so. Okay, you gotta hop off too. So under 7 minutes or so, feel into it in multiple ways. Some of us hear things, and that's the way you perceive information, receive information, right? Some of us see it, clairvoyance, right? So you'll see images, maybe it's power animals, spirit guides, energies, color, light comes in that way. And sometimes you can smell things, you can feel it viscerally in your body, right? So those are very good cues for you to really understand, how do I perceive information? How does my body signal yes or no, right? How does the energy move in your body? Because that's very, very, that they're great indicators for us, again, to reclaim our sovereignty, our wisdom, because we have so much wisdom inside. And that's the wisdom that your body is really like communicating with you all the time. If this person is good for you, if this business opportunity is good for you or not. if this activity and investing your time or money in a way is good for you or not. So our bodies constantly are communicating to us, and they don't communicate in the same way. So really feel into how does your body communicate to you. And then let me know in the chat after what's coming up for you, whether in the way you're perceiving or what comes up after this meditation activation for you. So, all right, ready? Again, eliminate all the distractions. So dive in. And I'll invite you to close your eyes. Again, we'll be here for just a few minutes. Find your breath. And then deepen your breath. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Deep breath in. And a deep breath out, relaxing your entire body. Breathing in. And softening, relaxing into your root. Allowing the earth to hold you. And as you relax into the earth, allowing the roots to sprout. And this is where trust comes in. Really trusting life, that life's got your back. So relax your butt, relax your body, stop holding. You are safe. It's also that root chakra is our ability to feel safe in the world. And then keep breathing really deeply in and out, waves coming in, going out. Breathing and feeling into your belly, your heart space. Keeping your eyes closed and connecting to your heart. Maybe visualizing the color green and these big doorways of your heart opening outwards into the world for you to be seen, to give, to peek out. And then doorways that are also opening within yourself, within your own space. That you're also opening up for receptivity and for love and abundance to come in into your heart, into your life, into your body. And feel into your throat, the breath that lifts all the way up. Whether you're breathing out through your mouth or nose, just feel that breath going up, throat, and up towards your head. Our words, our breath is that vibration that we're exhaling and offering into the world directly from the heart out. And maybe feel into the prayers of the heart. And then also connecting with your third eye, the vision, maybe seeing into the horizon of the future as you stand in these doorways of the Lion's Gate. And I'm feeling into your crown chakra, opening it upwards like a crown and receiving the downloads, the information of the highest frequencies, of the highest lights. Really feeling the alignment, that vertical alignment of sovereignty that you're in, a child of earth and sky. So no matter what happens in this horizontal realm of life, that vertical space always belongs to you, like a tall seat of your own sovereignty. And in the space, let's go a little deeper into the dream, into the activation of the dream. So closing your eyes, but opening your inner ability to see, and really questing and dreaming into the portal, receiving this activation of light, of DNA, of your vision for the nearest future. Maybe in the next few months or this year. How are you being from inside out? With an open heart, able to receive. Maybe your shoulders are back and down, chest a little higher up. How do you feel? How do you carry yourself through the world? What are you saying yes to that vibrates in your heart? Maybe what is around you, the scenery, nature, lights, goodies, beauty all around you. Maybe there are humans in that vision who you are interacting with, exchanging energy with, who light you up, bring you so much joy, so much love. Who are those people? Let their faces come in and say hello. What does your life look like? What do you do? Your days that lights you up. Maybe what does it look like materially or in exchange that also feels really good to you? Now, what does that look like on earth, in your community, people you touch? You might not even see the ripple effect of the end of that, but what does that look like in the world, making this earth a better place? And also, again, allowing them to add to you in that reciprocal form of infinity, of giving and receiving. Taking a few more breaths here. If there's any additional information that wants to come through, spirit guides, animals, sacred gifts, anything to remember, to remind you, inspire you. Take 2 more breaths. I'm going to bring you back here. Breathe deeper into your body. Feel your body, feel your breath moving. Move your shoulders, your fingers, your toes. Waking up, activating that vision and really visualizing yourself saying yes to it. That's one thing that we see it. Another one is that we actually participate in it, and we actively say, yes, I'm ready. I command it. I yearn for it. I desire it. Yes, it's mine, right? Like the cosmic auction. You got to call it in. So hopefully you got a little something. Hello. Hi, Sherry. I love it. And Alina. Yay. Meow. Roar. So let me know how was that activation for you. A little dreaming into that portal of this Lion's Gate. And let me know what comes up. And again, I'm going to remind you, if you do want to dive in a little deeper, next week, we're going to dive into a full on, it's going to be a 90-minute class on these feminine leadership. So it is on the 16th, I think. I'll put the link here below in the chat so you'll have it. If you want to join me for that, it's going to be a pleasure to see you there. Check it out. We're going to dive a lot deeper into how to live in harmony with life, really, with all its elements, and how to embody these elements with a high vision and a high purpose, with understanding the communication and the wisdom through your body that is communicating to us all the time, with activating and creating from joy and pleasure instead of pressure. And how to really connect with our spiritual inner fire, like activating and cultivating that fire in your heart, on your altars, in your heart that is a yes first. So check it out, and let me know how this lands for you. Hello, Maurice. Hi, Priya again. Julie. Yay. All right, loves. I trust that I'm still here and I'm still live with you. Just wanted to share some good vibes with you today and always. So such a pleasure and joy to be connected in this way through this Lion's Gate portal. So roar loud in this world right now. We need it. We need all the light workers, and embracing our feminine energetics as much as the masculine. We both need it so much. All right. Mucho amor. Bye, darlings.